Well, the spinner bite's finally cranking up here in northern Minnesota, and I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about it because it's one of my favorite times of the year to be out fishing. The fish are aggressive, the big fish are now mixed in with the small fish, and the bite's just a ball. Stay right where you're at. Fish Head on Lake of the Woods is coming up. There he is, got him. You know, this is probably my absolute favorite way to fish, and I'll tell you why. I'm able to cover water with a spinner. Oh yeah, look at that. That's how you start a day on Lake of the Woods right there. Put a good eater in the boat and got dinner already covered. I'll tell you what, I'm able to cover ground, and covering ground to me is just so important because fish, especially at this time of year, and I'm talking late spring going into summer, are out on the move. They're starting to eat. They've totally changed their mood now. They've gone from thinking about the spawn into thinking about eating. And what happens is, as they move, they don't all move together. Some are still in there, some are over there, some are out here even deeper. So what I'm able to do, that's a great walleye to start our day right there. We'll throw him in. But what I'm able to do with a spinner is I can just keep moving. But I think one of the most important things about spinner fishing is this. A lot of times people don't understand what they're really doing with that spinner. And I want to show you how I choose a spinner and why I choose the ones I do. I choose a spinner mainly based on color of bait fish and water clarity, okay? So you take a day like today, we're on Lake of the Woods. I need something that's a little bit flashier, a little bit brighter, and here's why. This is some dingy water. It's not really clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a color like a gold that really, really flashes, okay? Or a silver, some type of chrome. But the other thing I do is I pay attention to my bead patterns, okay? And there's a reason I do that. If you look at these bead patterns right here, these are gonna emulate the secondary color hues of a golden shiner. Now this lake is full of shiner minnows, okay? So what I'm doing right here is I'm picking a spinner and a bead combination that looks just like a shiner minnow. Then the other thing I'm doing is I'm putting some meat on it. Now today I'm putting a crawler, and you probably noticed right away, I put both the crawler and the minnow on here. The reason I did that is these fish are really, really active. So I wanna bulk up and have a lot of meat down there. But here's the other thing. I don't really believe that a walleye decides it's time to eat, starts swimming around looking for a night crawler. Okay, because there's not enough natural night crawlers swimming around in the water out here for them to be tuned in on that. What I think they're tuned in on is a certain minnow. Now here, like I said, it's shiners, and it's these types of color patterns right here that are gonna tune them in. What that meat back there is maybe the tail of a bait fish or just that little bit of scent. Put all that together, that's why I love spinner fishing. I'm gonna get baited back up and get back down there because we weren't literally here for more than 5 minutes and that first fish is in the box. Oh boy, that one came up and just drilled it. And this one feels like another pretty good one. You know the location I'm fishing right now? Oh yeah, look at that. And you can tell I'm still in fairly shallow water. I'm only in 13 feet of water. Another great walleye for the dinner table tonight. When you're fishing this shallow though, there's a couple things. One, I'm not letting them take it long. Boom, boom, set the hook. When I'm out in 30 feet of water, sometimes you'll see me with a spinner almost play a tug of war game with them a little bit. And it's because when they're down there deeper, I don't know how much slack I may have in that line. There's always bound to be at least a little bit. But when I'm fishing in a situation like I am right here, I know with this 1.5 ounce bottom bouncer at a 45-degree angle, I know I'm on a pretty tight line. So when he whacks it, not only do I feel him, he feels me. So I'll give him that boom, boom, and then I nail him. Real quick, location I'm fishing. You know, a couple weeks ago, these fish were all still relating to the first break. Here's what's happened. They've slipped out. And when I say they were all in there relating to it, I'm talking about a lot of these right here. The ones that you want to chase for the dinner table. They were all stacked up in shallower water. Well, they finally pulled out, and now they're mixed in with all the bigger fish out here a little bit deeper. We are actually out here off of the second or third break in this area, okay? We're gonna toss this guy in the live well. So what you wanna look for now is that first flat spot after some of the breaks. And that's what I'm on right now. And you can actually look at my graph, and what you're gonna see is there's some steep breaks, then there's a flat, then there's some more steep breaks and another flat. And what I'm looking for now is those flat spots, because those fish have moved off the breaks. They're not so tight up there. Now they're roaming more and just eating, and they're all mixed in. And that's what's really cool, because we're gonna catch big fish today. We're gonna catch eaters. We're gonna catch everything that you're hunting for. And it's just a ball. And it's really easy to fish now, because when you get yourself on that flat, you just set that trolling motor and you just run right along that flat piece. And you don't have to worry about snags. You don't have to worry about, am I close to the bottom? You set that thing one time and you're pretty well there. It's a piece of cake fishing right now, and it's just too much fun. Look at that one. You know, when I'm talking about all different sizes of fish being out here, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the size of this walleye. And this guy, he came right up behind that last fish we got. Look at this. Oh man, I'll tell you what, when these fish hit the point we're in right now, they are just aggressive and hungry and eating. Look at that walleye right there. That is a great fish. Anywhere you go, that's a 25, 26 inch walleye. She weighs 5-6 pounds. And that's just a lot of fun. Let's let this one go, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about exactly how I run these spinners and what I'm using, so that when you come up here to do this, look at that. You think she's a little hot to get back in the water? But I want to show you exactly what I'm using, because when you come up here to do this, and anybody can do this, you know what? There's some other boats piling up over here now. There's charter boats in the same area I'm in. These fish are in this location, in this depth, all around the lake. So let me show you exactly what I'm using. These are the Lindy Spinners and crawler harnesses. Now today I'm using the crawler harness version. I'm using the number 3, okay? Now this one comes pre-tied at 6 feet long, and it comes pre-tied standard with 2 hooks, okay? And the specialized bead patterns that I talked about earlier. Now, every single one of these different colors that we have different bead patterns, because they all emulate a different bait fish. So I don't care if you're on Mille Lacs Lake and you get our perch version, it's going to be perfect for what you need there. Or if you're up here and you need the shiner version or a shad or whatever it may be, there's a whole pile of different colors. Then it also comes in a whole bunch of different configurations and sizes. What I mean by that is you can also get this in a single hook version that's perfect for just a minnow or a leech. You can also get it in Indiana style blades and Colorado blades and willow leaf blades. So it doesn't matter if you're on the Great Lakes, an inland lake, a small lake fishing over weeds, or like I'm doing today, working a flat area. There's a different size, a different color, whatever it takes for you to catch fish no matter where you're going fishing. This one came up. It's kind of funny how a fish will hit a spinner. You go, oh yeah, look at the size of this fish. Oh boy, look at the size of that walleye out there. This is a big fish. This thing came up and just nibbled at the back of that crawler, and I had to just drop that rod tip a little bit. Oh boy, look at that. Wow, what a way to finish a day. Put an 8-pounder or 9-pounder in the boat to finish up. There is nothing more fun than what we've been able to come out here and do today. And you know, the whole key to it has been real simple. Dial in the right color, dial in the right size and the right speed. Water temps have hit a point where I'll tell you what, this bite is only gonna get better and better and better. And it is just too much fun. What a great walleye that is. I'm gonna get this girl back in the water. And with that, I'm gonna check out for the week. But check back next week and again every week for more current and up-to-date fishing information. We're gonna show you exactly how to catch them on your favorite body's water. And they're all bites you can go do on your own. I'm Jon Thelen. We'll catch you next time.